Good morning, wonderful, amazing, fantastic algebra students. This is Ms. Youngblood here. I'm wishing you well during this quarantine period. I hope you guys are staying safe, healthy, and then keep in mind if you're in need of anything, resources that you can use. If you want to just talk about what's going on, you can always reach out to me, and I'm here to assist you guys in whatever you need. But for those that have been keeping up with the enrichment modules, I'm going to start by going over today's topic, which is simplifying expressions. So that is the topic for Friday. The first week is over, Friday, March 20th. So on the assignment that's posted on Google Classroom, I'm going to start with number 1. So we're just reviewing how to combine like terms and distribute, basically. So you can see in problem 1 here, I have 5 plus n minus n. Notice I added these ones. Keep in mind when there's no number in front of a variable, there's just an imaginary 1 there. So we have 5 plus 1n minus 1n. 1 minus 1 is 0, so we have 0 n's. That's why 5 just simplifies, or number 1 just simplifies to 5. That's our final answer for the first problem. The next problem I wanted to review was problem number 4. So in problem 4, you're given the expression negative 9 minus 8k minus 3k plus 7. And again, all we can do, since there are no parentheses, is combine like terms. So the two of the like terms we have in this particular problem are, where is my pen? Lord, okay. Negative 9 and 7. These two terms are like terms because they both don't have a variable. Negative 9 plus 7 gets us negative 2. The other two like terms we have are negative 8 and negative 3. The reason I chose this problem in particular is because of the subtraction signs. So keep in mind these subtraction signs, whatever term follows it is going to have that sign. So because this is subtraction, this is a negative 18 and a negative 3, or negative 8, excuse me, and a negative 3. So negative 8 minus 3 gets us negative 11k. So this expression simplifies to negative 2 minus 11k. I think I have one more on the front, yeah. We're going to jump down to 6. So in problem number 6, we have our first expression with parentheses. So we have this negative 5 in front of the parentheses, and we're going to distribute it into the parentheses. When we're doing distribution, we're using multiplication. So we're going to do negative 5 times negative 9, which gets us positive 45v. So because that v was here, that v comes down right here. And then negative 5 times 10 gets us negative 50. So this expression simplifies to 45v minus 50. The last problem we're going to review on the assignment that was posted on Google Classroom is number 12. So in number 12, we have the expression negative parentheses negative 3x minus 1. And as you can see, I added a 1 here because when there is no number and just a sign, we can imagine that there is a 1 in front of whatever that sign is in front of. So again, the subtraction sign just means there's a negative 1 in front of this parenthesis. So we're going to distribute this negative 1 into both terms inside the parentheses with multiplication. So we're going to do negative 1 times negative 3, which gets us positive 3x. Negative 1 times negative 1, again this one is negative because of the subtraction sign. Negative 1 times negative 1 gets us positive 1, so we put plus 1. So this expression for number 12 simplifies to 3x plus 1. Now we're going to take a look at just 2 examples. Well, actually, probably more than 2 examples. I forgot I gave 2 sets. So there are 2 sets for the Khan Academy problem set for simplifying expressions. The first set, I just chose 2 examples to show you guys, and I'll look at the next one and see if any are a little bit more challenging. So for problem 1 in the set, I was given this expression to simplify. Negative 3k minus negative 8 plus 2. So as we know, Khan Academy frequently ramps things up for us. So instead of just putting one sign in between our terms, there are going to be some times when they put 2 signs. So keep in mind when you are subtracting a negative, again we can think of this as a negative 1. A negative times a negative is going to change to a positive. So when we see 2 negatives next to each other, that's going to change to addition. So all I did from this line to this line was change minus negative 8 to plus 8. So now we have negative 3k plus 8 plus 2. To simplify this, we can combine our like terms, which in this case are going to be 8 and 2 because they both don't have a variable after them. So 8 plus 2 gets us 10, which means that number 1 simplifies to negative 3k plus 10. In problem 2, we start with the expression 8n plus 12 plus negative 9 minus negative 6n. So again, just like in problem 1, this one's a little bit harder to focus. Let's see if we can go from this side. Just like in problem 1, you want to simplify these terms that have two signs in between them. So here we have plus negative 9. When you are adding a negative, you can think of that as positive 1 times negative 1. Just going to be negative. So instead of writing plus negative 9, we're going to write minus 9. Same thing here. Think of this as negative 1 times negative 6, which gets us positive 6. So again, this changes to plus 6n. So all we did was rewrite this as 8n plus 12 minus 9 plus 6n. Now we're going to combine our like terms. So we see 8n and 6n are like terms because they both have n's. 8n plus 6n gets us 14n. We also have positive 12 minus 9. Both of these terms do not have variables, so they are like terms. So 12 minus 9 gets us 3. Our original expression simplifies to 14n plus 3. The next problem set did have a few problems that were a little bit more challenging, so I do want to take the time to go over some of those with you as well. So the first problem in my set was negative k plus 2 times the quantity negative 2k minus 5. So to start simplifying this whole expression, you want to start with PEMDAS. So we have parentheses. We can't do anything with these parentheses because they are not like terms. There are no exponents, so we jump straight to multiplication. So we're usually going to start simplifying with multiplication because usually in the parentheses you won't be able to simplify. So we're going to start by distributing this 2 into the parentheses with multiplication. So 2 times negative 2 gets us negative 4k. 2 times negative 5 gets us negative 10. So this part of the expression simplifies to negative 4k minus 10. And all we did was bring down this negative k. Again, keep in mind when there is no number in front of a variable, we can think of there being a 1 in front. So we have negative 1k minus 4k minus 10. Our like terms are the negative 1k and the negative 4k because they both have a k. Keep in mind this is a negative 4k because of the subtraction sign. So negative 1k minus 4k gets us negative 5k, and we just bring down that negative 10. This gets us our final answer because both terms do not have a k, or both terms are not without a k. So they are not like terms, we cannot combine them. Number 2, in my problem set, was a little more involved because now we are distributing 2 values into the parentheses. So for our first part of the expression, we have 5 times 10k plus 1. For the second part, we have 2 times 2 plus 8k. Notice this is a positive 2 because of this plus sign, and this is a positive 5 because there is no sign in front of it. So 5 times 10 gets us 5 times 10k gets us 50k. 5 times 1 gets us 5. 2 times 2 gets us 4. 2 times 8k gets us 16k. Again, all of our signs are positive because you're multiplying positive numbers into the parentheses, and the values inside of the parentheses were positive. So we're going to combine our like terms. We have 50k and 16k. They are like terms because they both have the variable k. So 50 plus 16 gets us 66k. And we have 5 plus 4. They are like terms because they both don't have a variable. So 5 plus 4 gets us 9. So this expression for number 2 in this problem set simplifies to 66k plus 9. The last problem in this problem set contains some negative numbers, so I thought it might be worthwhile to show you guys this example as well. So in this third problem set, we're distributing 8 into the quantity 10 minus 6p. And then we are distributing a positive 3, again positive because of this plus sign, into the quantity negative 7p minus 2. So for this first part, 8 times 10 gets us 80. 8 times 6p, 8 times negative 6p gets us negative 48p. In the second part of the expression, 3 times negative 7p gets us negative 21p. 3 times negative 2 gets us negative 6. Now we're going to combine our like terms. So combining our like terms, 80 minus 6 gets us 74. Again, these are like terms because they both don't contain a variable. And lastly, negative 48 minus 21 gets us negative 69. For my answer in Khan Academy, I actually had to flip it so the variable was first. So 74 minus 69p is equal or equivalent to negative 69. Is that a P or a Q? Oh, it's backwards for me. That's a Q. So negative 69q plus 7. No, I'm doubting myself. Oh, 74. Plus 74. So again, 74 minus 69q is equivalent to negative 69q plus 74. That concludes our review of today's topic, which was simplifying expressions. So make sure you are keeping up with that. If you've been keeping up with the enrichment assignments, keeping your brains going. For those who haven't been able to access the assignments, do not stress about it. We will figure it out when we get back to school. But if you have any questions over these assignments, if you're not able to access them but you're able to see these videos, you can take notes, and I'll count that as some type of enrichment if I am allowed to offer extra credit for all the work you guys have been doing. So just do what you can during this time. For those who haven't been focusing that much on math, but have been focusing on the daily meditations, I do want to read through that just to give us a little bit of clarity or provide us time to reflect on our stressful situation. So the daily meditation for yesterday, that's on Google Classroom, is the key to a financial blessing. And this was my reflection based on that topic. Many families are struggling with their finances during this quarantine period. Although local and federal agencies are attempting to alleviate some of the economic pressures that we are currently facing, delayed rent and utility payments, increase in government assistance programs, and etc., I believe one of the most important things we can do with all this time we've been blessed with is make a plan for our money. I plan on using this time to create a budget. If looking at my current finances is too stressful, I will make a budget based on my situation before the quarantine. It might even be worthwhile to help other family members do the same. This is just another way to get our minds off of our current situation and be proactive in preparing for the future. Again, if you have thoughts on that daily meditation topic, feel free to share that. If not, you just wanted to hear mine, I just shared mine for you. Again, I thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you guys are staying safe and healthy. If you need anything, feel free to email me, text me, call me. We can set up a Google Hangouts or Zoom meeting. Just let me know what you guys need. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.